Right. Cosmic Corner jumping back on, giving you the big what's up. Anyway, I was just banging on about the ancient knowledge of Buddha and the pineal gland and all the amazing things that these things were alluded to before they had got tainted and perverted by the perverters. And the Vatican, when you always say the biggest statue of the Vatican is a giant pine cone. When you look at, some of the images of Buddha, they got these pine cone heads, and you see the pine cone in the Sumerian statues, man. They got pine cone. And so it just happens to be you have a pineal gland there in the center of your brain, and it's creating what looks like honey. And then when you think of your pituitary gland, it's creating oxytocin like milk. So the land of milk and honey. Then we're getting somewhere because it's about biochemistry. So biochemistry, and when we're going with these ancient texts, and you can really back up and really understand the things that are going on in the regeneration of the human being. We can create these powerful stories that similarly go along with what's going on externally, and that's how these mystical writers were able to really communicate through the knowledge of the self, because when you know thyself, you really know it down to the atom and electrons and protons and neutrons, all that stuff going on, the splitting of the atom, and then your spine and all the nervous systems and the impulses of light that fall from the mind down to the body without you even thinking about it. But think about when you can control all that, which we've been conditioned not to. And that's part of questioning the authority in the government. We got to really go hard in the paint because what they're lining up, and if you understand and see what's really going on, they've been attacking the humans because we're powerful beings. When that, like I said, that pineal gland, when it opens up, it looks like the back of the $1 bill. And it's because the optic thalamus is attached to it. And so a lot of the references of the oil and the lantern, that's what happened. And so these are all stories of these superhuman powers that we all have. It's deep and far to the unlocking the mysteries of regeneration and living a lot longer than you've been conditioned to believe in this nightmarish medical system that we're in. And it's so sad to think all these good people that really want to help people get conned into really leading people into their death, a slow, painful death. Whether it's through surgeries, and they have these glimmers of light and hope that, and some have bought more time, but and not a great quality of life. Some do. I mean, that's what creates a big facade of it. So, but the truth is, a lot of simple things and corrections in that living pattern with, people's habits, you could correct all that. And I think this is getting back to all what I'm going to with the ancient knowledge is, really, it's in yourself, so knowing thyself, and how do you begin? So, got to get the message out there to anybody that's got the funding. And there's all these gazillionaires. It's crazy the amount of wealth. So, anybody that can do it, step up and create that app that can create us to see through the body and create it to where we can type in anything and it can show you what happens from eating it to the digestion to the regeneration and replication of the calcium, the distributing of the calcium fluoride, the silica, all the tissue cell salts that are really we're after to, keep that balance and harmony. And, anyway, I want to jump on, shed light, love, spread that out. Dr. George Washington Carey, it's a good guy. He's a biochemist. Always bang on about him. And you can see, the ancients knew it, about it through the writings that are in these texts, So check them out, man. Anyway, I'll be back at you. One life. Peace.